Hello everyone, this is Mario. Today I'm going to show you how to make yourself a motorbike. We're going to take a regular Stingray bike made by DC Choppers and we're going to put on an 80cc motor onto it. Yeah, these are awesome. I definitely recommend getting one of these. There's a lot of room that you can put your engine in there and build it. And this particular bike is a single speed with a long chain. These are kind of cool. I decided to video record this as I go along the build because a friend of mine asked me to build this for his kid. So I said okay, and he ordered the parts. Now here's what you're gonna need to do so. Not my glasses. This is a standard 80cc motor kit. This is basically the manual that comes with it. Okay. The A50 and A models. This is for both of them. So, and here's the engine. This is a 2-stroke 80cc engine right here. Then you're gonna need the throttle, the cables, and all the other wires and accessories. Okay. Tools you're gonna need. Well, there's a lot of them, but I typically use a adjustable crescent wrench. Park tool, Allen key. I suggest getting one of these. It has all the sizes. It has basically the 4mm, 5mm, and 6mm all together on here. That's the gas tank cover right there. That's the spark plug. This bad boy right here is the gear. Kind of cool. Okay. Then we got these are the things that you put on the wheels. I'll show you that soon. Okay, so that's a bunch of stuff that you're gonna need for this. Oh, and I recommend getting one of these. These are bike stands that I normally use for regular bikes, but for this particular occasion, I'm going to use it for this, which should be a lot of fun to do. We're gonna see how this thing rips. So stay tuned, and I'm gonna make this thing go and we'll make it rip. Okay, so ready, go. First thing we're gonna do is remove the wheels. Well, the back one at least. So you get an adjustable, and you're gonna unscrew this piece right here. Okay. Then you're gonna go on the other side and unscrew this bad boy here too, which I already did. Then the wheel's gonna come off. No problemo. So from here on in, we're gonna work on this wheel. And thank you. What up, everyone? All right, this is the next step right here. We're gonna have to take these two pieces right here and we're gonna mount them. So you take the one that's cut and you put it inside here, let it dangle kinda. So you put it right there. All right, then the next one is gonna go on top like this. And then the sprocket is gonna go on top of that. And then you're gonna take the bolts and you're gonna feed them through, and all of them have to be set consecutively and straight. So I will do that, and let's see what happens. Welcome back to Mario's build here. I am building the Stingray motorbike over here. So here's what I did. I attached the motor to the frame. Now, this was very difficult to do because this type of motor is not really compatible with these kind of frames. It's basically compatible with the bike frames where they're like, ooh, this thick, and this thing is like this. So I had to come up with a way to mount this motor. So what I did was I used the back, over here I used the back plate kind of as a holder here, and then the extra bracket that they had in the box, I connected it here. And I tightened the hell out of it. So now it holds pretty damn good. On the bottom, right there, it rests on those screws. I'm gonna have to figure out something for that. I don't know what yet, though. But it holds really well. There's no way you can move this thing without moving the entire bike. So, okay, also the rear. I wanted to show everyone how I put the sprocket on. Okay, I put the sprocket on right here with the bolts on, 9 bolts on the side. I put it on to see how it spins, and it's pretty straight, but you're gonna have to true this eventually. I haven't done it yet, but I will soon. As far as this mud protector, this might have to come off because that chain will be hitting it. So I don't know, I'll probably have to remove it. Now, for the front, okay. I removed the left and right handlebars. As you can see, these are new ones. So what I did was, I put the, let's see here, I put the, basically, the throttle on the right side, okay, the brake here, and the other left handlebar with the other release here. So far, so good. I'm glad that I was able to mount that motor. That was the most important thing. And I put the exhaust behind underneath here, and it works pretty well so far. We're gonna have to wait and see how everything else goes. But in this particular carburetor, look at this thing. I don't know, it's different from the one that I used before, so we'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching. Okay, so next I mounted the gas tank here. Now, to get this done, it was very difficult to do because the brackets are not long enough to mount this thing correctly. So what I did was I laid the brackets on the top, and then I drilled a hole through the first top of the frame here and the second frame here. And then as you can see, you can see the brackets are holding this thing pretty good now. You see the bracket right there? Okay. So basically, you take this off and you put a screw, drill one hole straight through the frame right here, and one hole straight right here, and then drill the hole through the brackets and put it on, and it'll hold. And then I put a piece of cloth here to keep it from moving if there's any bumps or anything. This cloth is gonna take care of that, hopefully. Anyway, they say to put something there to prevent the thing from cracking or leaking. I don't know. I just thought it would be a good idea to set it onto there. And this thing is holding pretty good so far. So, this is what I've got done so far. Okay. Alright, thanks for watching. Alright, everyone. This fuel switch is going to be installed next. So, I have to loosen up the bolts here a little bit so I can move this tank so I can put this bad boy on. Otherwise it wouldn't fit because it's too close to the frame. And now it's fitting pretty good. You gotta, sometimes you just gotta work with what you got, and all the bikes are different. So we gotta put this one on tight. hopefully it'll go. And if it don't, well, we'll try something new. Yeah. Yeah. There she goes. She's going. She's going. One more. Come on. Well, that's how she's gonna go, huh? I'm gonna have to look at the other side. Unscrew the other side too. Yes, sir. There we have it. Now it's on. Now we gotta re-secure this thing so it sits pretty well on there. Don't tie it too tight, because if you hit bumps, there's not gonna be enough friction there for it to work. Thank you. What up? All right. So next is the electrical unit. Yeah, this is your starter. So I'm gonna mount it here on the frame here. But there's a problem. The screw is not long enough to mount this thing. So I'm thinking about doing is putting a zip tie through here and knocking this thing down and locking it down with the zip tie. See how things go. I think I'll put it like right here. Anyway, let's see how it goes. What up, everybody? All right, so here is what I've got so far. Okay, so here is your ignition module. How I connected it is kind of weird, because the colors really didn't match on this model of this bike. So what I did was, okay, from this ignition model, you get a red and black wire here, okay, and what you do is you connect that to the red and black wire from the engine. Okay, then this blue wire right here, you see this? This is the kill switch from the throttle. Okay, you connect it here to the red. So I'm assuming that you connect it to the red wire because, well, hell, no, there's no other blue wire here. So, and then the black wire, you connect to the black. So basically black to black, red to red, blue to red. That's what I'm thinking it is, because there's no other way. And then you connect the spark plug into the engine here, lock it down, and then you put the head on here. So that's how I did it so far. Let's see how it goes. Final product.